The art of the spark. It's easier than you think. Talking to women, it can feel like a daunting quest. The nerves, the fear of rejection, the uncertainty of what to say next. Like navigating a labyrinth blindfolded. Every turn feels like it could lead to a dead end. But what if I told you it's simpler than you think? It's all about connection. It's about finding common ground and sharing a moment. We're all human, seeking genuine interaction. We crave real connections, not just surface-level exchanges. Forget pickup lines and rehearsed routines. They often come off as insincere and can create a barrier rather than a bridge. Be yourself, show genuine interest, and watch the magic happen. Think about it. When was the last time you had a meaningful conversation? Every conversation is a chance to learn, to laugh, to connect. It's an opportunity to understand someone else's perspective, whether it's the barista making your coffee, a colleague at work, or a stranger you meet in passing, or someone you bump into at the grocery store. Each interaction holds potential. Each interaction is an opportunity to brighten someone's day, including your own. A simple smile or a kind word can make a big difference. Remember, starting a conversation isn't about winning or conquering. It's not a competition. It's about making a connection. It's about understanding and being understood. It's about two people sharing a moment, a laugh, or maybe even a story. These are the building blocks of relationships. So take a deep breath, relax, and let your genuine self shine through. Authenticity is your greatest asset. You might be surprised at the connections you make. The world is full of potential friends waiting to be discovered. Confidence is key, but don't fake it till you make it. Confidence is attractive, there's no denying that. But what does confidence really mean? It's not about bragging or putting on a show. True confidence comes from within. It's about believing in yourself, your worth, and your ability to connect with others. How do you cultivate this inner confidence? Start by focusing on your strengths. What are you passionate about? What makes you unique? Embrace those qualities. They are what make you interesting and approachable. Remember, everyone feels a little nervous sometimes, especially in new situations. Don't let that stop you. Acknowledge the nerves, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that it's okay to be yourself. Authenticity is far more compelling than any facade. Body language speaks volumes. Listen with your eyes. Did you know that communication is more than just words? It's a complex dance of verbal and non-verbal signals that we send and receive constantly. In fact, a huge chunk of what we convey comes from our non-verbal cues, our body language. These cues can include gestures, facial expressions, and even the way we position our bodies. Think about it. A smile, a nod, even the way you stand can make all the difference in how you're perceived. These small actions can convey confidence, openness, and attentiveness. Eye contact is crucial. It shows you're engaged and interested in what the other person has to say. It can build trust and rapport, making your interactions more meaningful. But don't stare. Keep it natural, glancing away occasionally to avoid any awkwardness. Too much eye contact can make the other person feel uncomfortable or even intimidated. A good rule of thumb is to maintain eye contact for about 5 seconds at a time. This balance helps to keep the conversation flowing smoothly. Then there's your posture. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, and keep your body language open and approachable. This not only makes you look confident, but also makes others feel at ease around you. Avoid crossing your arms, as this can make you appear closed off. Instead, try to keep your arms open and your hands visible. Remember, you want to appear welcoming and receptive. Your body language can either invite people in or push them away, so use it wisely to create positive connections. Breaking the ice conversation starters for every situation. Alright, you've spotted someone you'd like to talk to. Now what? The first step is often the hardest, but fear not. There are plenty of ways to break the ice without resorting to cheesy pickup lines. The key is to be observant and find common ground. Are you both at a coffee shop? Comment on the atmosphere or the delicious-looking pastries. Attending a workshop? Ask about their interest in the topic. The environment itself can provide ample conversation starters. Another great tactic is to ask open-ended questions. Instead of asking, "Do you come here often?" which usually leads to a simple yes or no, try something like, "What's your favorite thing about this place?" This encourages a more engaging and interesting conversation. Section 5. Keeping the dialogue flowing from chit-chat to deep conversations. Congratulations, you've broken the ice. That's the first step in any meaningful interaction. But what comes next? How do you transition from those initial pleasantries to a conversation that truly resonates? Now, how do you keep the conversation going? It's not just about filling the silence, but about creating a space where both parties feel heard and valued. The key is to be genuinely interested in what the other person has to say. Show that you care by maintaining eye contact, nodding, and giving verbal affirmations. Listen attentively, ask follow-up questions, and share your own thoughts and experiences when relevant. This not only shows that you're engaged, but also helps to build a deeper connection. Remember, a conversation is a two-way street. It's about give and take, where both individuals contribute equally. It's not about dominating the conversation or trying to impress. Instead, focus on being authentic and present in the moment. It's about finding a balance between listening and sharing. When you share, be open and honest, but also be mindful of giving the other person space to share their thoughts. Think of it like playing catch. You throw an idea out there, they catch it and throw it back, and so on. This back and forth keeps the conversation dynamic and engaging. As the conversation progresses, you might find yourself wanting to move beyond casual chit-chat. This is where the real magic happens. Don't be afraid to steer the conversation towards deeper topics. These discussions can lead to a more meaningful and lasting connection. Ask about their passions, their dreams, their fears. These questions can open up a whole new level of understanding between you. Vulnerability can create a strong sense of connection. When you share your own vulnerabilities, it encourages the other person to do the same, fostering a deeper bond. Section 6. Conversation, kryptonite. Steer clear of these common mistakes. Even with the best intentions, there are a few common conversational pitfalls that can derail even the most promising interaction. By being aware of these common mistakes, you can avoid them and keep the conversation flowing smoothly. Firstly, avoid interrupting. It can be tempting to jump in with your own thoughts, but make a conscious effort to let the other person finish speaking before chiming in. Active listening shows respect and fosters a more positive dynamic. Secondly, steer clear of controversial topics, especially early on. Politics, religion, and other potentially divisive subjects are best avoided until you've established a rapport. Stick to lighter, more neutral topics until you get a better sense of each other's views. Section 7. Introvert or extrovert. Tailor your approach, stay true to yourself. Now let's address the elephant in the room: personality types. Not everyone is a social butterfly, and that's perfectly okay. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, you can still master the art of talking to women. The key is to tailor your approach to your own personality. If you're more introverted, you might prefer one-on-one interactions in quieter settings. Look for opportunities to strike up conversations in less crowded areas, like bookstores or art galleries. Focus on quality over quantity. On the other hand, if you're more extroverted, you might thrive in social settings with larger groups. Use your natural energy to engage with people, introduce yourself, and spark conversations. Embrace your outgoing nature, but remember to be mindful of others and not overwhelm anyone. Section 8. The Golden Rule. Relax, be yourself, and enjoy the connection. At the end of the day, the most important thing is to relax, be yourself, and enjoy the interaction. Forget about trying to impress or be someone you're not. Authenticity is always more attractive than any facade. Remember, every conversation is an opportunity to connect, to learn, to grow. Approach each interaction with curiosity and an open mind. You never know where it might lead. So, go out there, strike up conversations, and embrace the art of connection. You might be surprised at the relationships you build and the experiences you create. And most importantly, have fun. After all, life is too short to be anything but yourself.